Many of the times when Jesus is described in Jerusalem, I can tell you exactly where did he go, what did he do, everything about it.
He's a famous archaeologist. He's probably the most known archaeologist of Jerusalem. Professor Dan Bahat with us. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
And welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Archaeology, Jerusalem, and the Bible.
Well, it all goes together very well. You can add to it not only the Old Testament, but also the New Testament. You can add to it thousands and thousands of pilgrims who came to Jerusalem and described it. Thousands and thousands of documents all through history. Jerusalem is a focal point in world history. There is no doubt about it. And for us, the Jewish people, it is definitely a focal point. You cannot imagine the Jewish people without Jerusalem, and you cannot imagine Jerusalem without the Jewish people. The Bible is definitely the basis to our claims on the Holy Land as a whole, not only Jerusalem, but as a whole. But archaeology, of course, proves itself. When you dig around the Temple Mount, you cannot dig in the Temple Mount itself, but when you dig around the Temple Mount, you have, for example, all the Jewish inscriptions around it, all the Jewish coins. If you're going to see the stone on which is described the point where the high priest was standing blowing his trumpet to declare the coming of the Sabbath, it is endless. It is endless and endless. It's not a problem.
We're talking about the temple, and under the temple, under the Western Wall, there are what we call the tunnels. The rabbi's tunnels. And
not rabbi. If I excavated it, it's not the rabbi's, it is mine.
We, as Israeli, we know that you had a lot to do with those tunnels.
Yes, when when I was a district archaeologist of Jerusalem, which means in charge on all the archaeological activity in the city and around it, the tunnels is simply, we excavated a tunnel along the western wall of the Temple Mount. It is the greatest of all the holy shrines and temples in the classical world. Everybody who has seen pictures from Israel always see people praying at the western wall. This occupies only 1/9 of the entire length of the wall. The question is, why did it become holy? The Holy of Holies was, of course, on the Temple Mount. On the very site of the Holy of Holies is sitting today the Dome of the Rock, this Muslim shrine with the golden dome. So by going along the tunnel and you come to a certain point, you are at the closest possible point to the place, and that's really why it became, after we have excavated and exposed it, people are coming to pray there, and they believe that a prayer there will be superior to a praying in the traditional Western world.
Which brings us to the next question. Does the scripture help you when you excavate, when you do your research?
Yes and no. Why do I say yes and no? An archaeologist is not allowed, when he starts to dig somewhere, already to know what he's going to find. Now, I will not say that after we find, and I know what I found, I can attach it to the scriptures, for example, or any other historical documents. But this is only after you have excavated and you know what you have found.
Which findings did you find that gives more authority to this book?
I will tell you what. Many of the times when Jesus is described in Jerusalem, I can tell you exactly where did he go, what did he do, everything about it. I'll tell you.
So you see strong ties between what's written in the Bible and what you see on ground.
Definitely. The problem is that the 4 Gospels and Acts are not describing almost geography.
That was not the purpose also.
Yes. Only one is a bit more, that's John. From his sayings, we are able to build a picture. I can say that I know where Jesus walked, what gate did he come through to Jerusalem. I can say when Paul is coming with 2 Greeks, who are Gentile, onto the Temple Mount, and everybody is angry, and they tell him, take them to their court in the temple, I can say where this court was.
The court of the Gentiles.
According to the book of Acts, yes. And so actually our knowledge, I say ours because I share it, of course, all the time. I like to share what I find and ask for opinions. It's very, very important.
Beautiful. And as our professor Dan Bahat was telling us, if you want to read into the fifth gospel, which is the land itself, you have to come to Israel. Come, smell, and touch. Professor Dan Bahat, what a great joy. Thank you. And to you, our friends, stay with us for another insight on Israel. Thank you for joining us as we provide a spiritual insight of what God is doing in Israel and in the Middle East. If you want to learn more about what God is doing in Israel, make sure to visit us on our webpage and follow us on social media. Shalom, and God bless you from Jerusalem.